Hey, great watcher of videos, slayer of time. Do you ever see art and ask yourself, why is this so special? Why does this deserve to be seen? Is it just because it was seen as something new and creative? What even is creativity, and is it needed for making art? How much work of an artist is actually creative? How many questions is this bastard going to ask before answering them? 7. The answer is creativity, the ability to think of and make something new. Creativity is not needed for making art. Take for example the cut-up technique of Dadaism, an art movement from around 1915. This technique was mostly used to make poems. Take a newspaper or something, choose a section, cut it up into single words and find a way to rearrange those words randomly. For example, by grabbing them from a hat. Et voilà, du hast a poem, without the need for any creativity. Or might it be that creativity is already used when deciding on this specific technique and when you decide to use this certain section of the newspaper, or when you don't like it and try again with the same words? Even though that's against the rules, maybe. Okay, different example then. Algorithmic music. Music written by a computer. This is clearly a case where there's no need for creativity. Even the programmer that has to think of and create some. So, actually, how creative are artists? How much time do they spend being creative? I asked some people I know how much percentage of their work time is creative work. Some of them are artists and some are not. So, here they are.
I'm a musician and I estimate that in general about 60% of my work I view as creative work.
I'm an architect. The most important part of my work is the creativity, but it's not the most time-consuming part of the work. 80% of the work is drafting and calculating and talking to people and doing business and so forth. So it's sort of perhaps counterintuitive to you that I have those 80-20 percentages encounter each other, but that is more or less the way I feel.
I'm an orchestra-musician for over 30 years in the Radio Philharmonische Orkest. There is something to say about creativity. I have to play notes that are written down by others, by composers. I have to play it in a way others tell me, like conductors. Apart from orchestra playing, I like to coach people on music. I like to give lectures on music history. I like to make arrangements for specific ensembles. It's 100% fun, it's 100% joy, and creativity, I don't know, 50%, 60%, 70%.
I'm a salesperson at the farmer's market and I think I spend about 65% of the time being creative while doing my job.
Ik ontwerp en bedenk. Ja, uitvinding is een wat pretentieus woord, maar soms is dat wel. Ik versta onder creatief een nieuwe oplossing voor een nieuw probleem. Maar op jouw vraag, hoeveel tijd? Ja, weet ik niet.
I'm a mimer, a physical theater actor artist person. I build artistic installations now and then, and that's pretty much what I do. And to be honest, the last half year or something, I would say I'm more busy explaining to other people what I would like to create than actually creating things. With my old classmates, we form a theater collective. Check us out, Collectief Het Paradijs. And we're asking for government funding for our next pieces. So I would say the last half year, probably about 30% of my work was actually creative. And that's including all my hobby projects.
So, yeah, it is a bit all over the place. I even got a reply by mail from someone who does catering. and she said that about 70% of her time, including hobbies, was spent being creative. And for me, who is currently studying music and making these videos, I think it's about 40%. So yeah, creativity is really tied to the person and his or her experiences. Even in the same situation, one might feel like he or she is being creative, while another might not. But it's also super specific to the job. So as an actor and creator of theater, you might have to spend a lot of time applying for grants and such. And one musician might spend a lot of time in an orchestra, while the other might spend most of his time composing. And a chef can feel creative when he or she is cooking, while he or she might not have to bother with advertisements. If creativity is something you want in your job, you don't have to become an artist. That's at least clear, I think. Creativity. How much of your time do you spend solving problems, making new things, writing texts, taking pictures? How much of your time do you spend being creative? And it doesn't have to lead to a product, of course. It can be that you think of a new creative way to clean your room. I and everyone else who watches this video would really love to know, I think. So please put it together with your job in the comments.
I to subscribe if this, that, thanks, upload to get, watching, like, video. Hit for enjoyed, share video, make a new notifications whenever you bell and